Welcome to part two of Boston John's One Hit Wonders. We have JC joining us. He was losing his mind because he was hearing about songs we were talking about in part one. He knew the answers to because in Mexico,
I could hear him yelling all the way from Mexico.
It's a parallel universe over there. They had other hits. And of course, Eric's on camera now. He was with us last time. He's on camera now with us. I screwed up. The EMF stuff, I was wrong. I was thinking of Jesus Jones, so that was my bad. Real, and International Bright Anything are Jesus Jones songs. So, sorry.
Jesus Jones. Giving EMF credit for your music.
JC, you had some other ones from Aqua.
Aqua. Aqua was very big here also. So we have the Roses Are Red. Oh my, the Lollipop, Candyman, Dr. Jones,
Lollipop, I've heard of.
Art and Heroes. Yeah.
We're not talking about the back streets of Boston, John.
Lollipop.
That's
There's Aqua. Not to confuse with Aquanet, which I don't wear.
So if you're in the comment section and you hear me say something stupid like, real, and International Bright Young Thing for EMF, be sure to tell us how stupid we are because we're doing this. I'm trying to do it off the top of my head.
Show some mercy. We're trying to do this.
No, don't show any mercy. Blast us. It's okay. Do it.
Leave a comment. We've got there some lists you want to have done.
We got like 20 more.
Yeah, we got about 20. Yeah, we're in the top 20. These are the big ones now.
All right, what do you got?
They're going by popularity. I imagine that sales or most views, how they rank this. Because you can see we're getting into bigger artists as we've been climbing the list. We're kind of out of the obscure and into bands that I think have a lot more hits than the one that they give them credit for.
Okay.
So to preface it, the VH1 One Hit Wonder list, they're saying this was the highest charting song from this band because this is their hit. Dig no deeper, and we say nay. We want to see if there's some other songs that we like that we'll play as to why they just selected this one and have a little discussion. Some of them, there's nothing. There's nothing more to see. Sometimes we've come up with several other songs.
Move along, folks. Move along.
If we had Alex from Cyprus in, he'd have that UK vibe and they had a song.
Yeah.
This one, that one, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
By the way, we'll do the best we can with, we've got two continents, represented here. Two countries. We got the U.S.
Yeah, two countries, same continent.
Same.
And we're brought to you by www.djeventplayer.com. They're a sponsor. Check out more sponsors in our description. All right, John.
All right, let's hit it. This is the grand finale, as they say.
Yes.
All right, so the band is Devo. 1980 is the year, and they're going to call Whip It as the song.
Where do I start?
I know, right?
Peekaboo.
Okay, Peekaboo, there's one. I'm going to give you Girl You Want. Flip side of Whip It, got airplay, has the video.
I think I played it because it was the flip side of Whip It, and then I really liked it. I'm like, yeah, almost a better song.
Stations did too. And you also had Working at a Coal Mine off the heavy metal sound.
That's it. There you go.
Going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the men with the Fendi Christmas tree stand hats on are definitely more than one.
Oh yeah.
It's funny, they have a greatest hits album and they also have a greatest misses album.
Whoa.
Devo, yeah.
At least they're honest.
Are we not?
Right.
It's so close. Almost had a hit with
what I said was true. I wasn't making a joke. Greatest hits and greatest misses.
Yeah, wow.
Greatest hits, greatest misses. All right. We've got Mr. Gary Newman, 1980 with Cars.
On Mars. Yeah. I think that's it. That's all. Yeah.
He had another song that I actually went and chased because I saw it on another DJ's Twitch show, and there was actually a music video shot to it, and it was really good. I think it came from the same record, but the name of it escapes me. So
The Pleasure Principle.
Mechanic was the record. Resonance or something. What was
the Pleasure? I thought it was the Pleasure Principle was the album.
I thought that was Janet Jackson.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Gary Newman. I think.
Wait a minute. Who's saying you got a friend in me? That's a Newman, right?
Randy Newman.
Oh, Randy. I'm
The guy who did Short People.
Yeah, he only sure.
And I Love L.A.
I like my Newman's mixed up. That's all.
I don't like his music, but I like that guy. But yeah, Gary Newman, I believe has quite a prolific catalog, but Cars is the one that sticks out in my head as the one that I know.
That's the one. That's the one that we know.
But he's kind of that like Bow Wow Wow. He's on more underground, doing this thing.
Yep.
And still out there doing stuff. Still out there.
Yep. And I think he was just on a Professor of Rock special too. I think he just was. So that's when I started to watch it, but then it was late and I fell asleep. So got to get back to that. So Gary Newman, we're thinking the air. All right. Next up, Thomas Dolby, 1983. She blinded me with science.
And I mean with science.
I don't have any more hits from Thomas Dolby, but he had a lot of albums. He was
again hyperactive.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Prolific guy. Very prolific guy.
But as far as getting on the radio, those were the two. And I don't think Hyperactive was on the same record. I think that was just follow up. I think that came.
Remember that though, now that you mentioned it. I'd forgotten about that song. Well, that's a weird one.
A lot of horns going on that. That's
yeah,
mariachis.
Very odd song.
Okay, that's going to let's see. What's 17? Twisted Sister, 1984. They have "We're Not Gonna Take It" listed as the one-hit wonder of Twisted Sister.
That is not true.
Dee Snider would be angry.
That's not true.
No, I know they've got a couple more.
They've got a bunch. They've got "I Want to Rock," and
that's the
"Hungry," and they've got "Love Is for Suckers."
Yeah.
"Be Cruel to Your School." So they're a little bigger than just the one song they're giving them credit for here.
Yeah, "I Want to Rock" was big.
Oh, good.
That was a big song.
Big song.
That video had that one actor. He's a big actor back in the 80s.
Yeah, the guy they throw through the wall and kick him out the window and drag him
out and play and all that stuff.
It was a great video. Well, I don't know.
Come Out and Play was another album, but it did well.
And they'll probably still be going. I mean, AJ Perro, the drummer, passed away. I think that's probably the only reason why they're not back out on the road trying to figure out if they're be a reunion tour, because 83, 302, it's 30 years now.
Yeah, they had something after that though. That album "Come Out and Play" came out a couple years later. I think my dumbass bought it.
Hoping that it charts, hoping that it hits. Give me a couple of singles off this one, boys. Come on now.
I'm sure it's in your rack behind you somewhere.
Didn't they do, and I might have Quiet Riot mixed up here. I think I do. Never mind. Scratch that.
It's like another EMF Jones. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, I was thinking of actually Mama Lazy now, but that was Quiet Riot.
That was Quiet Riot. Well, Slade. It's another Slade.
Another Slade cover.
Yeah, Ryan ripped off. Just a lot of that going on. Quiet Riot. Quiet Slade. Okay. Sugar Hill Gang, 1980. Rapper's Delight.
Eighth Wonder.
Apache. Jump on it. Yep. That's more legs than Rapper's.
That's a class.
So yeah. Maybe not enough time to run to the bathroom like Rapper's Delight. You'd set that on, go for cruise around the block.
Eighth Wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Eighth Wonder. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, not a one-hit wonder.
Not a one-hit wonder.
No.
That's what they're known for. That's what they'll be remembered as. But they've got a lot more songs
go too. And I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot did it too, but they did it first, and it was good.
Yeah, Mix-a-Lot was "Jump On It." I think they just did right. It was Atlanta, "Jump On It," "Jump On It." Houston, just like name every city you know and just keep saying "Jump On It."
The funny part about it is Apache is from Incredible Bongo Band. Apache.
Yeah.
It's like
Fatboy Slim uses those cuts in a lot of his
which is like
live performances.
He has a track from like 68 or 69 or something like that.
Right. And it sounds very spaghetti Western.
Yeah, it does.
Will Smith made it big too on that TV show. What was that show?
Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Him and Carl doing the two head band.
Yeah.
Carlton. Yeah.
They kind of brought it back a little bit in that.
After a slap in the face.
All right.
Oh, I
Next up for us.
it did. Yeah.
Oh, we got D Light, 1990, and they're going to give him Groove is in the Heart.
What is love? Power of love.
Oh, yeah, Power of Love.
What is love? Got a lot of club play, a whole bunch of it. They had another club cut that was really big called Runaway off their next album. But the whole World Click album is gorgeous. It's just a good album. There was another single called ESP that got good club play too. My favorite off that album is called Try Me Out, I'm Very You, but not a hit. Should have been. Good tune.
Pick of the weeks. Go listen to that one at home. Or if you find it in the library. And D Light, if you're trying to find it.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time. It's really good.
It's DEEE with 3 E's dash. So if you DJs can't find it, like I think I have it. Don't spell delight the normal way. It's weird.
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of Sir Mix-a-Lot, right there, 1992, Baby Got Back.
I can think of Jump on It.
The Jump on It song.
And they had another one called Put 'em on the Glass. You can only guess what that's about.
Put 'em in the glass. Maybe like going to a car wash in a bikini.
Put 'em on the glass.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
They had my hoopty, one about the car that was falling apart. Mercedes was in the shop. What's
They're definitely not a one-hit wonder.
No, and all this stuff is kind of catchy. It's got that, Oakland funk going on. This stuff is really bouncy, but you got to give the points to Baby Get Back, because if you start playing, oh, Becky, look at her butt, all the Karens go crazy in the crowd.
Yeah.
They start migrating to the dance floor and drove.
You know what? An old girlfriend of mine who actually was the one that worked Safe House when I got the job there. We're still friends on Facebook, and she sent me a picture the other day, and I guess Amazon is actually doing this. They're sending out boxes, and on the boxes it says, "Oh my God, Becky, look at that box." On the Amazon boxes, like they're doing that some places.
We expect to see Mix-a-Lot in their commercials on television pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh my God, Becky, look at this box.
That made a big resurgence after White Chicks, wasn't it? In White Chicks, the movie?
Might have been the Wayans Brothers thing. I think.
Yeah. I mean, it never went away in my world. It never went away.
No, it still gets people happy.
From the day it showed up, it just stayed and hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. That's another one. When we first heard it was like, this is a novelty song. This has just got to be this is flash in the pan. 30 days, we will never be talking about it again. And here we are 33 years later and still playing it. Right? Well, sometimes they just hit like that. All right. Cracking the top 10.
All right.
We're going to tighten up the bolts here. Nina, 1984 with 99 Luft/Red Balloons.
99 Luft Balloons. I got nothing else in America for her.
That's it, I think.
Germany had more for her.
Yes. But she spoke German. I think she sang it, Red Balloons, phonetically without really knowing English.
At the time, yeah.
I think that was the story, is that. So we get American airplay because a bunch of German words we wouldn't understand or know what the song was about.
She had one more hit here in the U.S. I can't
really
give it, but Jesus.
Nina?
Yes. N-U-N-A for you guys playing at home.
There's a tribe called Just a Dream.
Just a Dream?
Just a Dream.
Never heard it. I have to go listen to it. She had a good voice. She was cute too.
Yeah. All right. She's still not bad looking. She was on the German Voice a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
Like as one of the judges. Or Germany's Got Talent or whatever it's called. One of those shows. The German version, she was a judge on there.
Yeah, very cool. All right, next up. Aha. A-H-A, 1985. Take on Me.
I got nothing else.
Yes. Aha, still a hit.
Aha.
Leaving the lights soon. You don't remember even the lights from the.
Oh, wait a minute. From the Bond film?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah, there was that.
Something about a neighborhood. Something. Welcome to the neighborhood. Something. I see it in my head. looking at my list, my track list. But there again, all right. So that's the one that got the big play. And
Frickin' Scandinavians. I don't know.
again, other part of the world probably got a greatest hit. It's album volumes 1 and 2, but we get one song. Live with it,
Right?
all right, next up, Vanilla Ice, 1990. Ice, 80.
Play that funky music. He signed my copy of that. I have it back there.
Yeah, you get to hang out with him, right? That was
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rob Van Winkle is a really cool guy. What was fun was, I mean, that was years ago. That was right before my stroke, I think, that we did that. And what was really interesting was that we both had daughters the same age. So we were talking about our kids most of the time. But it's just a really nice guy. And yeah, on stage, he's like crazy and wild, but off stage, he's just a normal dude. He's really nice.
I should say I
Stole the show.
an interview with him, and he was totally just right down to earth.
Nice guy. Really
Didn't
nice
he
guy.
do the Ninja Turtles ninja rap?
Yes, he did. Yes, there's another one, the Ninja Rap song.
I don't think it was a big hit, but I mean, I think
That's another one of the songs, though. You're right.
that thing got on the radio. That did get played out here a while.
And then he got into rebuilding houses or something like that.
Yeah, he did that for a minute. He does all kinds of stuff. He races cars. I haven't spoke to him. Sparky B, who you thought I was. Remember we were talking about him the other night?
Yeah.
Him and Rob are actual friends. So that's how I didn't get to know him. That was my introduction to Vanilla Ice was Sparky because he's toured with them. They've been to Australia together and stuff doing shows.
Oh, very cool.
But yeah, now he's too cool. He's got too many cool things going on, but he has nothing going on. He does the college circuit and Sparky's the host. So yeah. I play that funky music, White.
Yeah, that fucking music was a big one.
And Turtle Rap, Ninja Turtle Rap. Like Eric said, he's right.
He was doing pretty well on his own, but then Jim Carrey did that routine of him on In Living Color, making fun of him and tried to stay true to character, whatever, and do all the goofy moves. And I think he went up a notch at that point. When the comedians will start making fun of you, you exist.
Yeah, Weird Al, the Weird Al effect. Yeah.
Right. When Weird Al parodies you,
You made it.
you've made it. You've hit a new level for sure. Okay. Next on our list, the Baha Men, year 2000. Who Let the Dogs Out?
They have an amazing song. It's a really good song. If you're interested in hearing it, I'll play it for you after the show. The album version of the song is terrible, but there's a remix of it that's amazing. And it's called You All DAT, DAT. And it uses The Lion Sleeps Tonight as the sample. But it's really good. I
would love to
really like it.
I would love to hear that after the show.
It's really good. They're, like I said, the version on the Who Let the Dogs Out album is horrible. I don't like it, but the remix is, it's beautiful. And it charted over in Australia when I was over there. And I'm like, what the hell? This is so good. It didn't do anything anywhere else, but it was really good. So I encourage anyone out there listening to check out the remix of Baha Men, You All That. The remix. Don't listen to the album version. Listen to the remix.
I think that holds true brand to the Who Let the Dogs Out song too, because there are versions of it that are very good and some that feel like they're missing things. Like I don't know if they got signed right away, and maybe there was some demo copies that got out there, but the official release and then like the version that I have on X-Mix,
right,
it's a little more amped up, and then it's just like there's different ones. So if don't keep one in your library, DJs, and delete the 14 copies without listening to them all. Check the length, check the key signature. Like, oh, these are different. Why are they different? Listen to them both. But there are some versions of it that are better than the other.
If you've got a good ear, you're going to be able to discern what's good and what's not. I mean, how about JC? Did Baha Men do anything else in Mexico?
No. Well, I remember another one of Aha, which is The Sun Always Shines on TV.
I remember that too.
Sun always shines on TV.
Who the hell renamed that? Somebody remade that recently.
How about Best Years of Our Lives on the Shrek soundtrack?
You're right. Yep. They did. Baha Men did that too. I forgot.
If it made a soundtrack, it's got to be a hit. That's how I look at it. Somehow or another, it's going to get played.
I told you Eric's good at this.
Yeah.
He's saying he's not. He is.
I'll send some of them. You guys are killing me on the other stuff, you know.
Yeah, but you're picking up the goofy stuff, and that's what I need to kind of do.
If an artist is relevant enough to be recognized to be on a soundtrack, they're big at the time because you only want recognizable artists. You want to sell a soundtrack.
Right.
You know, let's get 3 or 4 big artists and a bunch of filler, you know.
Yeah.
But there are songs you're pushing, and sometimes you can only get them on the soundtrack. If you don't buy the movie soundtrack,
Right. A lot of stuff. Like,
it's on a different label at that point, and they can't release it on their own. Because that's been the case with a few different artists, that songs that showed up in movie soundtracks. Nowhere else. You had to get the movie soundtrack where you never got the song, which we've talked about for you.
yeah.
Or so. All right, couple more to go here.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go with Tony Basil, 1982, and Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
He's so fun.
I think that's it for her, right?
No, I thought
That's all I got.
Another one.
But she didn't make it in Spanish. Did they do the English version or the Spanish version in Mexico?
Of which one? Of Mickey?
Yeah.
No, it's in English.
I have the Spanish version of it. And I don't understand what it has to do with the lyrics of it in English, but it starts out, "Oh, Mickey, como está?" I don't know. That's not where you
Are you?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little different than "You're So Fine."
a little different vibe.
Yeah.
They're not quite aggressive with pickup lines in Mexico, I guess. Oh, Mickey. So,
The other one is Over My Head.
Okay.
All in my head.
All over my head. Yeah.
And I think there was a video to that, too. Now that you say that,
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, that's why.
you have.
and that's usually a good sign.
All over my head.
But it didn't go anywhere. It didn't. No, I don't think it really.
No, Mickey was huge, though. I mean, yeah, you would have thought with that kind of punch that she would have had like another couple of top 10 hits in her, because that was everywhere for a good 6 months out of that year. It came off.
Right, she was big, don't you?
She was a cheerleader or something, right?
She was a choreographer.
Yeah.
Like she choreographed all kinds of stuff, like for other videos and other artists
Gotcha.
and movies.
Just like Paula Abdul, right? She was.
Yeah, kind of like Ballin. Yeah.
Paul was a Lakers cheerleader at one point, right?
Lakers.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
Yes.
or Janet Jackson. She worked for Woody Jackson.
And she did the choreography for that in Living Color show, I think, too. She was on board with that. So she in jail how to dance.
You're way past the 80s now, right, John?
Yeah, we're going 80s and newer, so with all these.
I'm surprised there was one song that was not in the 80s. That was definitely a one-hit wonder.
What's
Well,
that?
we're not Buckler. Yeah, could be there.
Buckner and Garcia. Pac-Man Fever.
Pac-Man Fever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all there is to see behind that door.
Right. And then I got the Runry album.
Thanks to Dr. Demento putting that on the map. That was,
Come on, do the dog song.
I don't know if they knew Dr.
I mean, Two-Tone.
It might have been the first song about a video game. Like, could hold a spot in history that just, video games are relatively new and no one was singing about asteroids or,
Well, yeah, and I think Joystick by Daz Band came out a couple years later,
yeah.
which is a great song, by the way.
That's band's loaded with hits. They won't be on this list because they had so much.
Yeah.
Let It Whip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still hits. That's still a great one. All right. In the final 4. Okay. Down to Right Said Fred, 1991. I'm 2-6.
I got 2.
And Kiss.
I played that Saturday night.
Don't Talk, Just Kiss.
Don't Talk, Just Kiss.
That was on the same album. I have that 12-inch. And another one that I thought was kind of a cool song came out in the early 2000s by Right Said Fred called You're My Mate. It was a hit over England. That, yeah, it starts out, I tell you what I think she's a cow, which is like a very bad thing to say about a woman over there. It's
Did you hear that here or were you over there when you heard it there? Were you in?
I heard it over there, but it was a hit over there.
Not too nice to say over here either.
Yeah, calling someone a cow isn't.
It's a very common thing for, or almost I was being a silly cow about it. I mean, it's a thing that we don't say over here as much, but yeah.
If you want to be, I have it in my life.
You have You're My Mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a very Scottish sound to it, or very Irish sound to it. Very bagpipey thing going on. So,
Put in the queue list, and we can play that after hours when we get done here. I'd like to hear that. A few of these we have to circle back.
Don't Talk, Just Kiss was a nice song.
Yeah.
And it was a hit.
The CD Maxi for that one.
Yeah, me too. And there's Spanish version of I'm Too Sexy too.
Yeah. By 91, I
Most
think.
Macho or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it goes.
was cassette singles by the time we hit the 90s. The file was on its way out. All right, let's see. We've got Dexy's Midnight Runners, 1983.
Yeah.
Come on, Eileen.
Jackie Wilson Said was a really good song by Dexys Midnight Runners. And the other one was called Celtic Soul Brothers, and it was really good. Yeah, I like that song a lot. Celtic Soul Brothers is a really cool song.
Yeah, and I think Gino got on the charts.
Yes, Gino as well. Yeah.
So that was right. I don't know if it was the same record, but it was close.
Yeah.
Because they were both right around there.
Yeah, Two Rye was the only album I think they did, wasn't it? Oh. Kevin Rowland did other things, but I think Dexys Midnight Runners was just a one-off project.
Eileen, that's a big college song.
Big everything song.
The 40 years, and it's still got legs, and we're still playing it. And we're like, oh, this is great on St. Patrick's Day. We'll play this once a year.
Right.
And, you know,
I still get requests for it. I still get requests.
I still play it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never went away in my world.
Still hits. It's another one that's right on the chart with like Earth, Wind and Fire September. It's almost every gig.
Oh, God. Very much so.
It's just legacy tunes.
But that did go away for a while, right? And then it came back.
It might have went away in the 80s, but it came back in the early 90s in my world because I started doing retro sets.
Yeah, right. Right next to Safety Dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you're going to play two throwbacks. It's going to be Safety Dance and Come On Eileen. Then let's come back to today, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we put it together. Very good. All right. Soft Cell, 1986, Tainted Love.
Tainted Love. Yeah. They have another one, though.
I got nothing on that. I know they had stuff.
Don't make me Google it.
That Mark Allman was the singer that I know he did other things and actually have a greatest hits, but he obviously did things over in England, but
that's probably, that's the UK connection. They probably got a ton of stuff over there that didn't land here. Tainted Love was huge, and I think it was number one for something like 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
And no follow-up, right? Nothing like, where are they now? You know, like,
exactly.
It's out of a milk carton. But after this great band, they had this one song. Even Marilyn Manson covered that on one of his records. Made it all creepy.
I think Mark Allman did other things too, though. He had other projects and did other things over there, but I'm not familiar with any of them.
Wow.
Marilyn Manson covered everything for crying out loud.
Yeah, he covered Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. He's kind of a little biased. Yeah. Let's take this one. Are you going to cover this?
Listen, some songs today.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
I want to make them creepy and scary and awkward. That's what he does well.
Do a goth version of Top of the World by the Carpenters. That'll be great.
Oh, yeah. You know, the funny thing is, I don't own the MP3s of those, but I do have the karaoke versions.
Yeah.
Marilyn. Yeah. Because people sing it. I'm like, why? You know, some think I'm playing the wrong version while they're singing it. What is that? It's too slow. I'm like, no, that's Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
Yeah, that's intentionally creepy. Yeah. They want it to sound awful on purpose. Yeah.
There was I'm so off topic. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, we can riff. We get time.
No, I was thinking of something else. Somebody else did a really weird, creepy version of Sweet Dreams recently, speaking of that. And it's on a trailer for something like, I don't know, maybe The Last of Us or something.
Oh, maybe horror movie or
it's brand new, like within the last year. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm sure who else could you get? Who can make it more creepy? Where they get like Ministry or something?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a girl. It's the girl singing it. It's gothy, but it's not hard. It's very, gothy,
like emo gothy.
Yeah, emo. That's what I'm looking for.
Emo gothy, like Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's that.
Kind of like Disturb with Sound of Silence.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. No, that
showing love to our goth listeners out there tonight.
I'm scared to play that one.
I'd summon a demon. All right. Last on the list, and
Uh-oh.
I think JC might help us with this one because I got into this band. This was a huge song, and then it just went away. Los Del Rio, 1996, with the Macarena, the Bayside Boys mix. Macarena, the line dance. I see it's cringe, but we still got to play it because the girls love to do the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I got nothing else on Los Del Rio.
No.
Wasn't it done first by an act called Los Del Mar? And then Los Del Rio got a hold of it and they did the Bayside Boys remix. I don't remember.
Again, there's a few different mixes of that. I've got the one that's corrected with the extra
Spain,
beats.
they have like in Spain they have like summer tracks, and this was one of those summer tracks. So everybody started recording it.
Yeah.
Ah.
I got nothing else on those. Let's call them a one-hit wonder in this.
Yeah, well, I guess that
North
absolutely.
America.
The definitively number one on the super big song that we're still playing from many, many moons ago, and it's nothing else. No follow-up. No plan B. It's like nothing at all with the one song.
Nothing. I mean, I think a neat way to wrap this show would be if anybody can think of any other one-hit wonders that were not on the list that should have been on the list.
I already did. You guys didn't like no choice.
I didn't know your choice.
Pac-Man Fever.
Right.
That was the one. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's stuff you probably would have bought it on a 45, and it was good when you had it, and like then a record never came, or it was a throwaway soundtrack song. But
What else? Anybody?
Does anybody remember Roachford with Cuddly Toy?
No.
It was a neat song, and I thought they would do more. It came out in maybe 90, 91. It's a cool song. You guys remember that track?
No.
It was good. It was really good. But I had never heard anything else from Roachford.
We'll have to hit that one after the show. I always thought of like Scritti Politi's Perfect Way. This is what a band.
But they had other songs. Like Wood Beads was another big song.
Well, but I don't know if even that one charted, but
it did over there.
The day I heard it on the radio, I went out and bought it. It was a good song.
Yeah.
85, 86.
But for all practical purposes in the US, yes, it was the one hit wonder. Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys all did awesome. Thank you.
How about In Deep? Last night a DJ saved my life.
I got nothing else for In Deep. Yeah, that might.
That's the woman he had. Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, they might have had disco tracks, or underground tracks, but nothing I knew. Who did Push in the Bush? Remember that one?
That was music, and they had Keep on Jumping was their other big song.
Okay, all right. So that
Keep on Jumping and let's jump on.
Yeah.
Keep on jumping. It was an EP called Keep on Jumping, and Bush was on that. Yeah, music.
I think a zone where a lot of that did happen was like in that Freestyle Miami. It was really hard to get the second song to hit unless you were like a Stevie B or a Shannon or something. It was a lot of them were just like, oh, there's this great song. Like we said, Stacey Q, New Hearts, big song, a lot of traction, gone, right? Never anything else. There were a Temptation, one song, gone.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm thinking of Foxy Get Off.
There you go, 70.
And the same guy, Ishla Damza, his wife, speaking of freestyle, his wife was the one who was the lead singer in Company B with Fascinated.
Mm-hmm.
And he also did an act called Oxo, and their track was Whirly Girl, and that was a great song. And that was only a wonder.
How about D Train? How many did he have?
You're the one for me. That's all I can think of. I'm sure they had others.
But they love that when you're the one for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you find a song that's great from a band like that, you say, I should listen to some more of them. If I like A, then I'll probably like B, C, D.
Yeah, it's so good. You would think there'd be like a slew of them.
Go down the rabbit hole with a band like that. I'm like, oh, there's got to be more.
Right.
That one was so great. What's the rest of it like?
Right. Now, there's one more I can throw out. Speaking of freestyle, he was kind of freestyle, but And I'm sure he had more, but the only one that stands out, Marky Mark, is Good Vibrations.
There was another one.
Yeah, Wild Side,
Yeah, Wilds. Yeah.
which was like Walk on the Wild Side backbeat. It was kind of like a spoken rap. It wasn't what didn't have the same energy.
No. There was a reason we're all still doing Good Vibrations. I do spin that once in a while.
Oh yeah.
I still play it, yeah. But I can't think of anything else that really would match up to it anyway. You know, that hit.
He's busy making burgers. You know, he's from Boston, so you know he had other stuff.
No. But that's a good point. I think that's what VH1 did on this list. Like, okay, Good Vibrations, that was huge. And he may have had others, but nothing compared to
I think we were joking around about Snow Informer a while back. He actually had another song.
and Drama.
Yeah, Girl I've Been Hurt was
Instrumental.
Girl I've Been Hurt. It was a ballad, but it was kind of nice.
Another ballad, Stacy Lana saw. Love
Love on a Two-Way Street, but she did more with other people.
But you never heard it from it, right?
I should be like the name game or something.
Other people, huh?
The name game wasn't that what hers tag?
No, you're right. You're right. The name game. Yep. Sorry.
That was her.
But she did a duet with somebody, and I can't remember who. Like later on, when she was a little older, she was doing duets and singing with people. I can't remember anything that she did, but it was so
Let Me Be Your Angel.
Oh, wait. Is that her?
I think that's her. I could be wrong, but that's.
I love that song, by the way. Yeah.
I think she was young. I don't even think she was 18 when she did that. I think she was a kid.
She was tiny when she did Love on a Two-Way Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute little thing.
Let Me Be Your Angel, John. Wow. God, I forgot about that.
Okay. Yeah, in a room full of DJs. we can talk about it like nothing. Just
I can
apples, low hanging apples.
I didn't make a note because I want to hear that again. I'm sure I have it. I just, wow.
Well, Boston John, thank you so much for bringing this to the table. I think
thank you guys for playing and doing an awesome job. You guys all deserve to give yourselves a round of applause.
I clap for you, but I only have one hand, so
1,000 points for everybody.
Bravo.
Oh, what happened?
No, I was just trying to. I only have one hand. I was trying
you just have that on the sound like a button.
Applause button. Or
watch the
I was like coffee house. I'll snap my fingers. How's that?
There you go.
All right.
Oh, you have my beret.
Put a fork in this, and then we're gonna forget the wheel game.
Yeah.
Well, no, we gotta go over the tracks we were talking about because some of you were.
I know. I'm kidding. Yeah,
I know Eric wants to do the wheel game. Maybe we'll do that in a week or two.
I love that, Garrett.
Yeah. Yep, we heard that through the comments. There was a lot of response, and you guys really liked this when we were struggling to think of songs and Kenny Loggins and we need a we need a funeral EDM song.
Oh, from Kenny Loggins, yes.
An emo chick.
Find the silence, disturb. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there is a purpose.
We will see you guys. I don't know if it's next week or in 15 minutes, but we'll see you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having